Good morning. Welcome to our daily word. Today's Tuesday, September 21st of the year 2021. Glad you could join me for a few minutes together. I just walked in from physical therapy. I thought I was going to be late, but I arrived there at 8:15 and I just got home. It was a rough day at therapy. So I'm going to need some ice and some pain medicine, I think, to help the struggle from therapy. But therapy's always good and it helps in the long run. It's a cold, kind of damp morning out there this morning. So if you're going to go out, you could be aware of that. And it was raining when I came home. But glad you could join me again for a few minutes together as we share in our conversation about the daily word and what it might mean for us and how indeed we might apply it to our lives. And so today we are approaching almost as many days a year of these days of being together. It's hard to believe that many days of doing this every day will have passed by. So I'm glad you could join me for all of these days together. And I wonder if I'm running out of things to say. So we'll have to think about what that means if I'm running out of things to say after a whole year of every day of these daily words. But we'll see. And we'll see what the future looks like after we get through this week. So I've chosen for this morning from the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 7. And we hear these words. These trials will show that your faith is genuine. It is being tested as fire tests and purifies gold, though your faith is far more precious than mere gold. So when your faith remains strong through many trials, it will bring you much praise and glory and honor on the day Jesus Christ is revealed to the whole world. This is an interesting text for us, I think, to consider, given the circumstances in our world and the challenges that we're all facing in our world. I know that there are lots of trials. Talk to teachers who say, we just take this school year day by day, unsure of what the future holds. I know that in one of our schools, some volleyball games had to get canceled because someone was sick and kind of violated the protocols a bit, in my opinion. And so now a bunch of folks are in 10-day quarantine, and a bunch of folks are pretty unhappy about it, given the conversations that I had yesterday. And I understand that. This morning at therapy, it's a real struggle. I'm having a hard time with my extension, which means getting my legs straight. And we pushed and tugged and pulled and finally got it. But man, it's a difficult thing. And my therapist kept saying, Jim, you all right? Jim, you all right? And I'm like, yep, I'm fine. Just keep pushing. And the trials go on, right? We all have these trials in our lives. I have a former church member who, when I struggled with a couple of things, and she would always say to me, Jim, this is just part of your growth and development. And I didn't always appreciate that answer when struggles happen, but she's right. And the scripture reminds us these trials, the trials we're going through, so being quarantined, the struggles of health and this pandemic, the struggles of making ends meet, this is not a big trial, but I told my therapist this morning, this is my second week of staying home. And I said, this staying home is just killing me. I have such a hard time with it. And she said, I know, but you have to look out for yourself sometimes. These trials, Peter writes, show that your faith is genuine. It's being tested as fire tests and purifies gold, though your faith is far more precious than mere gold. Scripture reminds us that we're all born with a measure of faith. It's just born, it's innate in us. Peter reminds us that our faith is more precious than even gold. Peter says mere gold. So when our faith remains strong through trials, through difficulties, then we come out the other side um, with this ability then to overcome again. And it really does become part of our growth and development. I know the struggles that some of us face. I know the difficulties, the trials that we are going through, and sometimes I agree. Sometimes it angers us. Sometimes it sets us off. It just disgusts us, if you will. The struggles that we face. Peter reminds us as people of faith, which we all are in this circle of people who are gathered here, that the trials remind us that our faith is genuine. And we hold it close to the vest. And while it's being tested, our faith remains strong through all of these trials. I just wish that I could take some of these trials away for all of you. I wish I could change it for all of you. I wish I could change it for me. I wish I could just walk right out and go do what I wanted to do. I'm reminded, that in all of our lives, one, that we're connected to each other. The good thing about this daily word, for me at least, and we're on day 361, is that we're connected. We're connected in a powerful way. Secondly, I'm reminded that our faith, isn't a solo effort. Our faith is a community combined effort. And my faith helps build up your faith, I believe. And your faith helps build up my faith. And our faith then, our trusting God, our ability to know that what the outcome will be, it's genuine, it's wholesome, it's real, it's powerful. It changes our lives in such ways that we just don't understand it. It's a really, really powerful thing. And so Peter says, the trials we're going through, being quarantined, the trials of the pandemic and health and financial issues and not knowing what tomorrow brings, it's a reminder that our faith is genuine, it's real. It's more precious, Peter says, than mere gold. And I hope that that's something you and I could hold on to, that you and I could wrap our arms around. And the good news, friends, is that we do this together. Our faith is intertwined. We're connected, and we hold each other up. And I hope that we do that together in really good and powerful ways, in all of our lives. So I needed to hear this today in my struggles with therapy and staying home. And I know some of you needed to hear it today, that the trials that we're going through, part of our growth and development, shows that our faith is genuine. And our faith is far more precious than mere gold. I hope that's something we can hold on to and wrap our arms around and allow us to do the things that we need to do to live our lives. So I pray that as we're being tested, that our faith holds us up and our faith binds us together in powerful ways. So hope you'll find presence with God in your life today. Hope you'll know of God's love and grace and mercy in your life today. And importantly, I hope you'll know of my love for all of you that's genuine as our faith is. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Have a great day.